So, my actual...
The Crash Report is intended for mature audiences only. If you are going to act like a baby, please turn this podcast off right now.
For the last couple months.
Enough bickering about the existence of the really good green hat.
Yeah,
It is.
my trademark green hat,
It is election night.
which Steph nailed.
2020. It's the year 2020, and it is the night of the election. And
The what?
I'm welcoming you to an all-new, all-live Tuesday, Super Tuesday edition of the Crash Report.
Hey!
It is myself. I am joined by our regular cohorts, both Austin Penis Shoon and Andrew Dillweed. But also,
Dodge that
in a
bullet.
sense, what do you mean?
I thought you were going to say something else, but you didn't.
Oh, I wonder why. What did you think I was going to
I thought
say?
you were going to say Andrew Gaylor.
Oh, that's really not where my head was at.
Okay.
Nope.
No. Just because
You've been canceled.
Already?
Whoa.
Already, yeah. You canceled. You don't get to talk the rest of the night.
Oh.
Just because I'm making a phallic reference doesn't mean I'm trying to make it, homosexual. And doesn't mean I want to make fun of homosexuals either. I have a lot of respect for the homosexual community.
How much?
Yeah. Hi, Jennifer.
More than I could quantify in words.
All right. Bet. So
Good.
what are we doing on
But
this
what I
edition?
was going to say is, before you ever so rudely interrupted me.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
This is
with
so
your-
classic. People have missed this.
Yes. We have the Mountain Carol on the show tonight.
That's right. The whole band is
Where
here.
are they? We got Pitbull. We got math teacher and cowboy.
teacher.
That's me.
So yes, we have one Charles Bruce here, and
Thank you for having me on the program.
thank
exactly.
you for joining us on this
Andrew.
election
We're
night special.
we're lucky.
I'm excited.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, I've been really trying to get on here.
Every time we start the show, Matt slams the door on you before you can get in the room.
Yeah, he's been here outside waiting the whole time.
Every show.
In case you wonder where I
Listening with
stand,
I enjoy it.
I'm
Okay.
wearing my
Outside
shirt
the door.
for the election.
Camel Joe.
I want Joe Camel 2020.
Joe Camel.
I would vote for Joe Camel.
I did not vote for Joe Camel though. It was not. Joe Camel wasn't on the ballot.
No,
Well, you could write him in.
I didn't know how to spell it.
True. You didn't. You couldn't look down at your shirt, or I guess it's upside down. so
I wasn't
never
wearing the same shirt earlier.
mind.
Matt never wears the same shirt for longer than 3 hours.
I have to change my shirt every couple hours because of a special sweat problem I have.
Yeah. It's rather stinky.
No, but I mean, really, how great is it to be here on a Tuesday?
So good to be here.
Good God, it's good to be here.
Yeah, we're supposed to be playing
Oh,
music
it's
right
good
now.
to be here.
No,
Yeah.
is this cutting
That's right,
into your
this-
practice time?
Yes, it
Doing
is.
this
It is.
fucking show.
We're trying to combine it, but we're really not doing a good job.
No, but hey, I will say, this has been one hell of a week for me. I've been either going to bed very early or going to bed very late, but still waking up every morning around 5:30 or so because my and I'm not always the one getting out of bed, but I do not get back to sleep necessarily. My cat has started crying for food at 5:30 or 6 a.m.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
this.
boy.
It's like this.
Oh, yeah, boy. Oh,
Oh yeah.
oh,
I like that it's rhythmic.
oh, oh.
And he will straight up not stop until
Even when you hit him.
my aim isn't that good when I'm half asleep.
You say "Shut the fuck up," and you throw your body arm at him.
I did throw some of the I'm a big fan of the Black Diamond clamshell Disney classics. I've got Little Mermaid. I mean these cassette tapes. You wouldn't believe what these ones are worth. The clamshell, the Black Diamond release.
Oh,
I mean
wow.
they're really something else.
Damn.
And those cases are brittle now after being around for 30 or so years. I chucked one of those at him, cracked the case, collector's value, down the tubes, and I missed the cat by a country mile.
Ugh.
He soldiered on with his.
Yeah. But you do like him.
I do like them, yeah.
It sounds like
Hey, I like a lot of people I abuse.
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
That's Mackenzie Delisle,
Yeah.
Gabe Gabe Bowen? No. Gabe Bowen. It's not one thing of.
Gabe Newell.
Gabe Newell. Yeah.
Gaben.
Robin Caudrell. These are Ben Rowe, the Mr. Knight editor. I abuse these people because I love them.
Several
I love
enemies of the show.
Listen, when you'll hear me say an actual mean thing about the Press Republican, it'll be on the 32nd of October before that happens.
Bazinga.
Yes.
How is everyone Sam Hain?
I don't recognize that holiday.
Oh. How was your Sam Hain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
and Bruce, if you would just please speak into the mic.
Is this an inside joke of some sort that I'm unaware of?
Everything is.
Sam Hain is a
yes.
mispronunciation of
How the fuck do you actually say it?
Samhain.
Oh yeah. None of those
See, I
words.
recognize that.
None of those words are said like they're spelled anyway. Are you
Yeah.
talking about All Hallows Eve?
Yes.
Okay.
We're talking about Halloween.
Sam
Stop
Hain.
being fucking idiots and just say Halloween like a real American.
If it was Sawween, I feel like it's a thing I would do in high school where I would like pull my do you guys want to celebrate
Let's see.
Sawween? Like pull my wiener out.
It's been 6 minutes.
and then saw on it.
And Andrew, you're trying to
Saw
ask,
penis.
how was your Halloween?
How was everyone's Halloween?
Okay.
I personally
3
don't
days ago.
recognize that holiday.
You don't recognize Halloween or Sam Hain?
I think it's fucking stupid to like be like, I'm gonna put on my costume. Ha I don't. No offense. I know people love it. It's just like
Right.
it's not something that I dress up enough and do enough
The
stupid
most
shit throughout the rest of the
costume
week.
Idiot I've ever seen.
But like
Yeah.
when I'm never like, oh, here's my one day to do. I've been thinking about it all year. I'm gonna be that guy from that episode of Seinfeld,
I'm gonna be Joe Exotic.
The,
Who's the guy
the
from the episode
soup
of
guy?
Seinfeld?
the soup Nazi.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
People didn't get it. I leaned too hard in the Nazi and not enough soup.
Yes,
Soup
yes.
That was my
Well,
final Halloween.
I think your biggest mistake there was you ate the soup and then you tossed it away.
Yes, I also
So you were just walking around.
I was just walking around eating soup, smiling.
Yeah, but then you
Yeah.
ate the soup all the way and then you threw out the soup. So you were just
Right.
walking around
Austin,
in
you're-
costume.
Austin,
Yes.
your booming voice is blowing out those speakers.
Yeah,
Can you tell?
Yeah.
you can see the big red.
Well, I'm not going to talk quieter.
You could pull the mic 1 inch away.
All right.
Several centimeters.
And did you guys have anything significant happen on Halloween?
Well, not Halloween, but a couple days before that, I got
What?
together
Oh.
with my family. We carved some pumpkins.
Excellent.
That's what
It's
you
fun.
do.
A lot of fun.
Do you have a problem with that, Andrew?
I don't agree with carving pumpkins. I think it's immoral,
Why?
and it glorifies cultist rituals.
Yes, it does.
Mine was horrifying.
Sam Haines.
Okay. Do you want
Sam heinous.
do you want to expand on that?
So they did the town organized like a Halloween thing from noon to 3, I think.
Yeah, there
And-
was downtown trick or treating. I don't think the town organized it.
I don't know who did it
Well,
But it
it
was-
happened in the city of Plattsburgh,
in the city of Plattsburgh.
but also I think it was the folks at City Well who organized it.
I think it was a tremendously bad idea.
Why?
And it had a ridiculous amount. Like there was like hundreds.
Tremendously bad.
I think it was hundreds, if not thousands, of people congregating around.
Yeah, just breathing in each other's faces.
Yes.
Licking each other's tongues.
Everyone was
Practically.
outside with masks on. It's the same thing as some sort of
Everyone may have been,
Joe Biden rally.
Everyone may have been outside, but there was not a lot of masks. It was actually like some of the least mask wearing I've seen. Ironically, on the day
ironic.
that we wear masks.
Isn't that ironic?
And so many people
Austin,
had
how are you
masks.
getting louder and louder? I don't understand.
I don't
it.
know.
They had the masks
Because
on
my
their
whole
head.
life people told me to. That's fine.
Speak up, you little Nancy.
Yeah. And that's also why I am legally changing my name to Nancy.
Lil Nancy.
Lil Nancy.
Lil Abner over here. All right.
I've got
wait.
a question. Actually, I think people should know that you post Nancy comics and they're really good. How do you digitize those?
Oh, I am part of a couple of Nancy Facebook groups, and they.
Oh, really?
People actually will buy huge lots of original clippings of the dailies because a lot of them have been collected into books, but a lot of them haven't.
Wow.
And the comic I think goes back to. God, I don't want to give a date. I think it's either like 1938 or 1943, like somewhere in that range that the daily strip started. Because it, not to get too deep, but it started as a.
So we're talking about a newspaper comic.
It started
right?
as a comic about Aunt Fritzy, Nancy's aunt, and then eventually Nancy became the star of the show. And they
I
said,
see.
"Enough of this Fritzy Ritzy. Let's get Nancy in here."
Right. And Matt posts them a lot online.
He sure
I
does.
do on my
And-
Instagram stories.
And it's very entertaining to see Nancy and
I
read.
think it's a great comic.
It has replaced my comic section of the newspaper.
I'll have to check that out.
And what is everyone's favorite newspaper comic, current or otherwise?
Garfield. I think a better question, Matt, is
I
what's
liked
everyone's-
Mother Goose and Grimm.
Maddie, what are those?
That was good.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, Prince Valiant,
Prince
Yes.
Valiant.
See, I sent that to you.
The masked phantom.
the Phantom.
Yeah,
The Phantom, whatever.
that stuff there, but I can't keep up with it. I don't know anyone. I'd like to meet the guy that does keep up with it.
It's a hard thing to keep up with. I feel like the story moves at, one thing happens over the course of 3 months.
Yeah.
But Andrew, what do you think is a better question than the question I just asked?
A better question than than whatever question you just asked, Matt, is what's everyone's favorite candy bar?
Candy bar.
There's no way to answer that without some sort of complicated bracket system.
Yeah, we should really
Okay.
make some sheets.
I'd have to
I
pick
guess-
like 75 candy bars, and then methodically eliminate candy
Yeah.
bars until I got to maybe the top 4.
With a voting system?
You should really
Yeah.
pay us a wage to do that.
Yeah, I gotta take. I think you should take some time.
I got
doing your
blasted. I
job.
got my nuts chewed off on Twitter because Joey LaFranca posted a new he was like, I was at work the other day and I was thinking of a new food bracket to do. And I responded on Twitter. I said, surely you must have something better to do at work, or surely there must be better things to report on. And he was basically like,
Don't call me Shirley.
he was like, well, thanks for being super negative, and I do these things to be positive, unlike you, and I actually don't do them on work time.
You actually tell the
And
real
it's like,
news.
you said you were at work when you thought of it. And then one of his buddies came to his rescue and started being like, "Oh, you seem like a real fucking moron. What's your problem, buddy?"
So it's 2 against 1.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
to which I said,
Did you have
"I
a
am
bag?
a fucking moron. Please, fuck me, daddy."
Saying these ridiculous things.
I just kept.
I'm a giant baby idiot.
Yeah.
Squish my poopy into my
But,
guidey
I mean-
and call me mommy.
Because
And then,
the thing
like-
was, I was just like, I was like, come on, there's got to be something better to do. I didn't say, Joey, you fucking idiot. The brackets are stupid. But this guy immediately took it to these swear word insults.
Yeah, he did. Well, the funniest
Wait,
part
which guy?
to me,
He went ad
the second
hominem.
guy.
Some guy, some white knight.
Yeah, I was gonna say some white knight.
Yeah.
Well, the funniest part to me is that
Were they even together, or was it just some fella?
The guy
It was
claims he
friends,
worked
yeah.
at the Press Republican in the past.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was like a.
okay, well
Sports
that
guy.
makes more sense.
Like,
Like, I
did
didn't
they-
actually know that.
I think
I
he
just
might have
wanna
been
know
an
if they-
intern.
I want to know if they walk around as a team.
No,
Going off
this guy
the-
doesn't even live in the area. But what were you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna say your account got hacked. It wasn't even you.
No, that's the funniest part is I didn't say any of that stuff. But moving on, speaking
thought
of
it
things
was-
getting hacked,
I thought it was your friend.
somebody hacked Clinton Street, and it's going to be closed until 3 p.m.
No.
On Wednesday.
They hacked the street.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's a sewer tap in progress.
Is that why? Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was wondering. So is that why there's a weird ass Jamaican store there now?
What's weird about it?
It's weird.
Did you go in?
I haven't gone in.
Okay.
You're clipping, you idiot.
I don't. I turned his mic down and everything.
Austin.
I'm too powerful.
I hope that's clipping too.
Andrew.
You guys get mad when I do it.
Because I'm not shrieking.
I'm not
Put
cupping the
mic in my
fucking
mouth.
mic.
Huh?
Hey, I gotta take these fucking glasses off. I can't see
Oh,
anything.
So there's a there's a sewage pipe in
Oh, I
Street.
probably could have seen if I turned the brightness up on my laptop. I had sunglasses on and my brightness all the way
It's
down.
all the way down. It's a losing battle. So there's a sewer pipe on Clinton Street, and now we can't drive there anymore.
They're tapping the sewer pipe. There's a sewer tap going on in Clinton Street, so until 3 p.m. tomorrow.
Does that mean they're hammering like a tap?
They're putting a little spigot in there, and if you want some fresh sewage, some sewage.
Oh man, November is gonna be sweet.
God, I love that we can laugh and get away from. I don't want to show it on stream, but I've chewed my fingernails clean off, and
He's
I
getting down to
have
the-
bloody stumps because I've been so nervous about the results of this election.
Down-
Oh no, who's gonna win?
Down to the bone.
Scott Beebe
Hey.
or Chris Rosenquist?
No matter who wins,
Scott
America loses.
Oh no,
You-
Scott
did you just
BB?
come up with that?
Yes.
Wow,
America sings.
genius.
No. No.
America sings.
America sings. It's this new show that I'm pitching. Everyone-
Explain what that has to do with anything.
Everyone in the what it has to do with. Well, Matt, that's a much larger story.
Hey, and this is what I mean. If I've learned one thing in 2020, it's what people can't get enough of is a room full of 4 white guys telling you what they think.
That's why we're here. Yeah.
But the other thing I've learned about
Market demand.
2020 is COVID virus is real.
Yeah.
And
You thought it wasn't.
No, I mean forgive me, Dr. God Einstein. But
Okay, I will.
I was skeptical of whether or not it was a false flag.
And the false flag is what now?
Hogan.
They're trying to trick us into wearing masks in public.
But why?
To look like...
I'm not allowed to say why because it gets into some very racy topics. But
Okay.
I'm not one of those people anymore. I was one of those people who thought...
You've seen the light, you're saying.
Yes. And if you can't tell, it's gotten a lot brighter in here.
Again, it looks great.
We have a question
People can see that.
in the comments.
What's that?
Eve Penis Shoon says, "What is going on by the new mural? Like, why is the yard all torn up?"
I have no idea. That might be part of the sewer tap.
They're really going to get a big yield this year.
No, but coronavirus. So there was a spike. But as of Thursday morning, this is recently, the number of active COVID cases has decreased from 48 to 26.
That's good.
That's good. Between October 19th and 24th, they saw in our county, Clinton County,
That was my
42 new positive cases.
That's bad.
That's an all new record and almost triple the typical weekly cases count. They called it, quote, a hell week.
I had that in high school.
I had that in the Marines.
We had to... I bet mine is worse. We had to...
Yeah, but at least you can still walk straight.
We had to play chopsticks
I
with
got
my
fucked
feet.
in the ass so many times.
By Marines.
Yeah, they are not gentle.
I'm sorry, Andrew. What was that?
I said I had to play chopsticks with my feet on the piano 20 times for 6 hours every day after school.
Wow. Well, at least the piano was on the...
Is that chopsticks?
Absolutely
That is
not. No.
chopsticks.
No way.
What do you think that is? Yeah.
It's chopsticks. That famous chop.
I know what that is.
And do you know the lyrics to chopsticks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chop, 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 six, 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 six.
Yeah.
This is great.
You have the lyrics right, at least.
Yeah, I know.
Uh,
Written by Chris
Anyway.
Martin.
So who said it was the week from hell besides this person was official?
Clinton County health official.
And why, though? What was so bad about it?
Last week was the week from hell, said John Canoza, because they tripled the cases.
Right. Yeah, but no one died, right?
But did you die though?
You don't die in hell. You go to hell when you're already dead. And honestly,
Okay.
if I had to choose between living another 4 years under Trump and not, I would choose to die.
And go to hell.
And go to hell.
Because it would be better
Because hell would be better.
than another 4 years in America with Trump.
Wait, I don't want to. No. That would. Don't hold me to that. I'm just emotional.
Okay.
I'm just being emotional.
Yeah, all right. I'm glad that you can be self-aware.
I'm having a hormonal imbalance, actually, because I have
been drinking too much sewer water.
I've been tapping the sewer, but also I've been watering it down with fresh tap.
Oh
yeah,
no.
that's a lethal combo.
Also, I'm embarrassed to say this. I feel very embarrassed for being who I am. I'm trying to be more comfortable with like who I really am.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I found someone's birth control pills in the break room at work, and I did take them, and I have been taking them every day, and I do feel that it is messing my hormones up. But there wasn't a name on them. There, like a prescription usually has a little sticker with a name on it.
Yeah, it was just someone.
I thought these were exotic mints.
Well, how many were there?
32 for one for every day in the
For
month.
every October?
Yeah, every day in October.
Okay.
What
Because I was thinking, well, some of them are sugar pills.
Some of them were very sweet.
Yummy.
Okay. You
Yes.
crunched them down. You chewed them.
Yes.
Obviously.
It makes them.
I crunch my mints. I don't let a mint dissolve.
Are you getting your period again?
No, I'm not menstruating. That's not what my genitals do. Hey, speaking of stuff that happens at hospitals, local hospitals saw a minor impact from a cyber attack. Did you guys hear about this?
I did. They made it seem like bigger than minor impact.
Well,
People who
we
mentioned
felt
it.
a minor impact
Oh.
locally, but I think there were places that were impact more.
Okay.
So, Bruce, you said you didn't hear about this?
No, but in my defense, I haven't heard about a lot.
There was a cyber crime. What am I doing with my arm?
That's a
Oh,
good
you do
move.
look like you
Matt, stop flexing,
kind of
dude.
got palsy. And that's not a even an inappropriate joke. It's like you look like you have palsy.
This is kind of a
Austin.
position I use when I'm drawing and my hand gets tired. I don't know if
Okay.
I'm just doing that like
Be careful, man.
instinctively.
You're gonna get
Palsy.
the tendon thing. What's it called?
Tendonitis?
No,
Carpal tunnel.
Carpal
that's the
tunnel.
one. That's the one.
No, Matt goes.
I do different positions, and I also try to keep my wrists in a non-pronated position.
Looks like we got some good
We have
info
a
on the
big comment.
Yeah.
CVPH is alerting community members about a phone scam targeting personal info. The hospital has been notified by several possible victims that scammers were pretending to be CVPH staff and needed to verify patient information. Wow. The hospital has been notified by several blah blah blah. Oh yeah. The comment keeps flickering when I can't read it. It is important to note that CVPH representatives do reach out to patients. They will never ask for a patient's social security number over the phone or through email. That is wild. Wow. Crazy.
I think it's crazier that it works more so than it is crazy that somebody would do it.
Well, you'd be surprised what you can tell people. I'm not gonna get into it.
I don't know. Matt doesn't have a cellular phone. Do you have a cell phone? You don't have a cell phone, Bruce, do you?
I have one that I still got to put some minutes on it.
Oh, okay. So you two are mostly disconnected in this way. But Austin, I've been getting a tremendous amount of scam texts. Like they're not even like trying. Have you also or no?
No.
A lot of people are saying that it's like trending right now, where like everyone's getting a lot more bullshit. Like, hey, I'm from the car bill place. You need to pay.
I get a lot of calls like that. Probably
Yeah.
one a week.
Hi, it's the wallet inspector.
Yeah. And they want me to send my wallet to them
To be inspected
through the mail. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know how often they succeed. It doesn't seem.
Did you do it?
This time, no.
No. Well, you're screwed
Why?
because it's not going to pass inspection. And it's
So you're telling me that was legit?
you're gonna have to give it to me, and that's the only way you're gonna be able to not go to jail.
You're a notarized licensed wallet
Do
inspector?
I not look like I'm a notarized wallet salesman?
I don't know what they look
What did you
like.
say?
I always slam the door before I open my eyes.
Well, if you did open it, so your door is open. Your eyes. Are
I open it
closed.
closed. They tell me the wallet inspector.
You say, I don't
And then
want
I
it.
slam it and tell them to
Your eyes are
scram.
closed. Hello.
Hey, when was the when was this? When did this happen?
The cyber attack?
No,
The scam?
us all getting together in this room. Like, weren't you guys going? You know, the whole when we were all social distancing and all that stuff. Like, when did
we start going back into this room together?
when did we?
Oh.
I haven't seen any episodes since. Episode
That's a
100,
good question.
which
I
don't
would
even
say about
really
2 months
remember.
ago.
Yeah, it was like. It was when everything started to feel a lot more like.
Okay.
It was when we
cooled
started
off.
feeling like we were so sick of pretending
that it was
you were
real at the
being-
time.
that it was real.
You had convinced us it wasn't real anymore.
I told you
Yeah.
guys it wasn't real, and now I feel bad for that time where I told you it wasn't real because you both were pretty adamant that you didn't have to wear a mask at some
Yeah.
at certain children's parties and
retirement
nursing homes.
Yeah.
Yes, but anyways, what
Yeah.
I really want to get to is that on Wednesday there was a cyber attack that basically there was a cyber attack that attacked the CVPH and the UVM Health Network and the Alice Hyde Medical Center. That there was, a bunch of hospitals were targeted in this weird cyber attack. That it seemed like it shut down their systems, so like, it messed up things with scheduling. Like people who had people had to be moved to other places and get things rescheduled and I don't know. Just think of what if a hospital system is shut down.
You know, that's fucked up. That's really cruel and sick.
Yeah. Someone said it was Russian hackers, and what I want people to know is that
default to Russian. hackers.
Russians don't know how to use computers. I hate to break it to you. If you've ever been to Russia, you know what I'm saying.
You been there?
No, but come on.
But why?
Why?
So it's so easy.
Putin doesn't let anybody have a computer.
Oh, okay. But he does.
He has
No, he has
He doesn't.
he has a Microsoft Surface tablet.
Okay, just a tablet.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have a tablet?
I'm basically no. Everyone has tablets. I mean, they're basically as powerful as a PC these days.
So they can do personal computing on
They can
tablets.
do spreadsheets.
They can watch YouTube
They can
probably.
They can play solitaire, Mine Eraser or Mine Eraser.
So
What is the game?
Minesweeper.
Minesweeper. In Russia, it's called Mine Eraser. They didn't have the
Okay.
rights
There's
to
a
do.
weird
Yeah, it's like
translation thing.
yeah.
No, but I
Can
have,
they play? They must be able to play Tetris.
Oh, God, it's a national pastime. I imagine.
Korobushka,
Imagine.
dude.
No.
The
But
only
you
thing-
can't hack from a tablet though.
Oh, God, help me if
No,
you
there's
can.
No way you ever could.
No, but someone I did hear someone say Russian hackers, and I just think it's very funny that it's just like hackers can come from anywhere, but we've got the idea of Russian hacker.
It's always
It's very
Russians,
it seems very xenophobic and like it just, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it
no,
it strikes me as like oh, those Russians.
Goddamn Russian.
Yeah, it's like
The Russians, you know,
But
it just
the only,
seems
like-
it seems I don't want to say
McCarthy era.
yeah, like I'm afraid of the people from this area.
And maybe I'm
it
wrong.
seems very fucking stupid.
Maybe I'm wrong,
Yeah.
but the only thing I see from Russia is like videos of like car crashes and like people fighting and stuff. Like
Just people
There's a lot
playing
of Russian
poker with bears,
pornography.
drinking vodka.
a lot of what, Matt?
There's a lot of Russian pornography.
You're just talking about porn a lot now, aren't you? Is there a lot of Russian
porn
porn?
show.
Oh yeah.
What do they like?
You know, I pretty much envision Russia like here.
Yeah,
I
First
don't
of
think
all,
it's that different.
The climate isn't that different
go to
for one
no,
thing.
That part's yeah, that's pretty like yeah.
But it's like, you know how we just kind of have our little backwater thing where people just end up into drunken weirdos
Yeah.
all the time because
Yeah,
they don't
that's
have
what
much else going on.
that's what I
I think
see
that's
there.
pretty much them.
Like I feel like our main import from Russia is like crazy dash cam videos of like guys getting into fights, and like that
Yeah.
doesn't mean that everyone there does that. I think that's just like the thing that we see of Russia the most. I got an itchy nose.
But yeah, it could be any number of things. Cyber attacks. It
Yeah,
could
but-
be China. China's not fond of us either.
No,
that's another
it could-
global superpower.
It could be any place that we've pissed off or have bombed. You know,
yeah, it could be so many
I
things.
think that a lot of people get the idea, and I was joking earlier when I said Russians can't use computers. I think a lot of people get the idea that maybe other countries aren't as technologically savvy
Yeah.
as they are.
Yeah.
Like
just big mistake.
there's a lot of places there's a lot of places where more people know multiple languages and more people know how to code and more people are a lot smarter with technology and I don't know. People are I think people underestimate how much the how much hell we're in for as we continue to make everything a computer everything functions via computer.
I think like India is a good example of that, where India, like I feel like in public media is always portrayed as like people are living on the streets, you know, they're living in
on the streets.
Oh yeah.
like I don't know, and whatever else, but then like amazing technological things are happening in India, and like
Yeah.
there's like this like there are many Indian people that are extremely talented technologically, you know what I mean, and they're like that's where a lot of the like scams come from.
That's where that's where a lot of our tech jobs are outsourced.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Those fucking people are forced to learn another language. They're not their native language. They're forced to learn our language and learn it with our accents because
And then use it to scam us.
scam us or help us, if depending on the agency that they work for, or help us fix our stuff. And we're like, they're dumb. They live in dirt.
Yeah.
It's like they're fixing your computer by you. They're accepting information about your computer from you that knows nothing about your computer or your fucking iPhone, and they're fixing it. They're able to translate what you're saying from a language they don't understand. But they're
I think
idiots
that
that
if you were
live in
able
mud
to
huts.
change your tone a little bit, I think you got a solid stand-up bit here.
Yeah, well, it's
If you could just
Do the stand-up.
I'm kind of riding on a Louis C.K. bit a little bit, but
really.
yeah,
Yikes.
he's Bruce knows, but no, it's ridiculous.
Well, hey, all I'm saying is we piss off a lot of people, and
They're probably all
if
smarter
you
than
think
us.
everything is connected to the network, and everything's in the cloud, that stuff can come down
It's
like a set of towers might. Like a set of towers might have come down
It's only a matter of time.
20 some years ago, if you know what I mean.
Only a matter of time.
I'm talking
until-
9/11.
It's only a matter until all pictures of all of our penises are gonna be available to the public.
That's why I watermark all my
Yeah.
nudes.
Well, that's why you set up that OnlyFans for us.
It's the only reason. Anyway,
To give us
hey,
immunity.
do we talk about the new arts space that opened up on
Fart space.
on Trinity? It was on Trinity.
What was that? Was that your Austin? Was that your body?
It was.
Oh my god! Austin's body just made a crazy.
There's
noise.
the Link Arts Center has opened next door to Runs with Scissors Hair Salon. What is that Trinity Place? That small street?
on the left with a mural of like the animals.
Yeah,
and
I think
shit?
it's an extension of Court Street.
Okay, maybe Trinity's the other side, but
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, near the church.
There's a new little art center owned by sisters Megan Charland and Sarah Acors.
Sounds good.
Charland, who is the center's creative director and CEO. Sorry, that's good. We want to be
people
the
call
link.
themselves CEOs of
I
things.
hate when people call themselves CEOs.
Of like a 3-person business.
Yes, but also, hey, you gotta. Why the fuck wouldn't you? You know what I mean? It looks good on a resume.
Isn't that Bruce's title in the Mountain Carol? He's the CEO.
No, he's the HBIC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huge, big, integral
He's the head bitch in charge.
composer.
Yeah. You say huge, big.
Huge,
Huge, big, integral composer.
That's nice.
Huge, big,
P tier.
amazing, penis,
Amazing.
cock. I mean, see.
Penis cock.
Keenness.
They want to be the link in the community that brings people together, especially the arts community. So it's where the barbershop used to be, the downtown barbershop.
Barbershop.
Remember that place?
Your business, yeah.
Yes.
Your ill-fated business.
Forgot
We talked about last week.
So did we talk about this? It's a very small space. They're saying that we are literally using every inch of the space. Acors is a local Zumbini instructor. I'm sure that's some exercise fad.
No. What?
No, it does say Zumbini.
No, it doesn't.
It does. You're,
No,
thinking,
it
you're thinking
doesn't.
of the old video game.
No, it doesn't say Zumbini.
But it does say that, yes.
I can't tell
why
if
do
you're
you
punking me.
why do you think you're getting your chain yanked?
Because Zumbini is an old video game.
You
thing.
haven't had posture this good since we started doing the show.
When you mention a Zumbini, you get me excited. You get me erect.
I'm gonna say something like Lego Jack Skellington and just make you sit upright.
Standing ovation.
That's my activation phrase. What
Well, she's a local.
does it say Zumba?
It says
It's probably
Zumbini. How do
a
I know this
variation.
fucking?
What the
Is
fuck?
this some obscure web game you used to play?
Everyone
no.
under the age of like 25. Well, you're older than that, but
Nah, I'm now 26.
How old are you? You're 26.
Just as of last month. But yeah, that's like an old it's like a
it was a computer
similar to-
game when you play your little EMAC or whatever.
Yeah, it's similar to
You could
Lemmings.
go on and have computer time in 2002,
Just how old are you?
and you could play this game called Zumbinis.
Yeah.
Zumbini combines music, dance, and educational tools for 45 minutes of can't stop, won't stop bonding and fun.
How the fuck?
Like I said, it sounds like Zumba. It's
Yeah.
probably like Zumba for kids and parents.
I don't support it.
Mega Infinite
I don't have
Pick-
that one.
Prick sounds better. Oh, huge infinite prick. HIPS. What's
See?
it? He's the HPIC, the head prick in charge.
Right.
Akers is the center's youth director. She said once there was a large barbershop mirror covering the wall that, quote, had to go. And speaking of something that's got to go,
You talking about
I would say some of the people who are holding office right now have got to go if they get voted out.
vote them out. Vote them out.
Vote them out.
Boat. Hashtag boat.
Vote them out like they did at the end of that third Batman movie.
I thought it was joke.
Yeah, baby.
It's also Jote.
All right.
Please don't make reference to Austin's Instagram stories.
Austin, what's the
Only Matt's with the
what's
comics.
the let's only we can only reference Matt's ones. Austin, what's the special electoral 8-ball say about how well this art museum's
This is
gonna do?
horrible.
Yeah, baby.
Oh no! All right, that was my really good bit.
Hey, we ended up building a pegboard wall around it to be respectful of the history of the space.
A what?
While also making the wall more functional. So, yeah, they're doing visual art classes. They have a zine lab. So they have stuff where you can make your own zines. They got like a little copy machine and the paper slicers and all sorts of materials.
Is this a
They got
makerspace or an art museum gallery?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I thought you said it was an art gallery.
I never said it was an art gallery.
Well, try to be clearer in your speech, Matt.
Like I said, it is a community arts center.
Oh.
It's like if the Strand was run by human beings and not lizard people.
Oh, okay. Whoa, Matt. That sounds anti-Semitic.
Not all Jews are lizard people, and not all lizard people are Jews. Okay.
Oh,
Anybody can be a lizard person.
It's a community arts center, so
Not
it's
anti-Semitic to say lizard person.
it's a CAC.
It's not, and saying keck is anti-Semitic.
CAC. CAC. It's a CAC. Lord Keck. You talking about the frog
What the fuck
god?
is going on?
I'm talking about Lord Keck, the frog guy. I'm talking about perverted Pepe.
Feels good, man.
You can't talk about Pepe anymore.
Yeah, you're talking about the feels good man guy? I'm from 2013. I don't know what's going on.
Pwned.
He's just a funny picture on
Lead speak.
Yeah.
He's an image macro.
Yeah. I post them on fark.com all the time.
Foo.
He's from
Forever-
a comic book.
Forever. No,
He's not an image
Shut
macro.
Up, man. He's a funny meme that supports my political beliefs.
God.
That echoes my
God forgive me for what I'm going to do tonight.
Trump loves Pepe.
Trump loves pee-pee. That's
Oh,
you're
I'm
wrong.
sorry,
about that
messed it
tape.
up.
Trump,
Just the Russians again.
Trump is why we're tapping the sewers. To quench his pee-pee thirst.
Drain the swamp. That's why he says that.
He wants to drain the swamp.
Into his mouth.
Can we get it? Do you have the glug glug?
We
No,
have
we got
a
rid of
quote
the
here.
glug glug. We didn't use it.
We have a notable quotable. Most of the cyber attacks that my WordPress blocks are from Turkey and the Netherlands, said Jerry.
Hey. Wow.
I don't know. Bruce, what's a WordPress blocks? Oh, okay, I see. So things that he's blocked from WordPress. What does that mean?
I think he has a sort of spam blocker on his WordPress page.
What's WordPress again? Is that the blog website?
Yes.
Yes, WordPress is a blog website.
Like Pixo, like I used to make when I was fucking 12
It's like
years old.
Zanga or like,
WordPress is what most professional websites are made on.
Oh, it's like HTML.
It's not a coding language per se.
It's
no,
like Squarespace.
it's like Squarespace for people who are smarter.
Okay. Is
There's-
that what Trashberg.com is?
It's a WordPress site. Yes.
All right, nice. Go to Trashberg.com. Get your merch. We're selling it.
I think the only thing for sale on there is stickers and comic books.
Hell yeah, go get it.
I just sold. I haven't sent it out yet. I haven't sent out one comic order to Ron Bushy, and also someone in Burlington ordered the very last Trashberg shirt that I didn't even know I still had a link up for it to be for sale. And they happened to order a small. Remember I had that small shirt? I was like, man, I gotta get rid of this somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
What?
What were those little stickers there with the? There was like a patch or a sticker and it had
Right in the mic there.
It had a pill on it. You see, then it had this beautiful join together
Yes.
type message. What was that?
I made
I still
that.
have mine. I know, but what is that? That was.
That's just my little insignia.
Yeah, that was really nice. You had there's something there. That's deep stuff.
Thank you. It was a proud member of the Healthy and Normal Club.
Yes.
Well, that's the one.
If you
Okay.
go into this top left drawer behind you, there's
Yeah.
some
Quite a few.
pins with
Yeah.
that emblem on
Yeah.
it. I'm not sure if you can get in there right now.
Oh well.
It's tight squeeze.
I'm sure I could.
Oh my God, he's taking the challenge.
Top left. Right
Top left right here, and this is the drawer getting opened live on air. Was that right?
We need some Austin. Can you produce us some
No,
tents?
they're not in here, man.
Oh really?
Oh, never mind.
Thought there was a big bag of pins in there.
Big bag of pins. Ooh, ow.
Some Pokemon cards.
What?
I don't have too much
That's where
tense
I left
music.
those?
We got dust here.
I got a dusty boy.
Maybe in the top. I really thought I put it in that top left drawer.
That's where he belongs.
Very odd.
Took those things.
Hey, it is with a heavy heart that I must announce.
No. I
Like
know what's
this.
coming.
I must announce something very, very sad. Where did I put those? This is going to drive me batty. I was going to show them off on the show.
I'm sure they're. These drawers down here.
Austin, while these two goons are showing their butts to the camera,
Uh-huh. I'm entranced.
How was your Halloween?
I don't know. I was butts. I was ass.
Let me ask you a question, Austin. How was your Samhain?
Samhain.
Samhain.
They were right there.
No, I dressed up.
They were right there the whole time.
Right there.
I went around the neighborhood. Hey, there we go.
Is the autofocus
Looks like it's
on?
not
Never
going to
focus.
focus. We got the
It'll
pin
never
up on the
focus.
screen. It says, "Proud member of the Normal and Healthy Club.
Proud
if it
boy.
feels good, do it."
Well,
Let it
here,
ride.
Bruce, I'll toss you a pin.
You get a free one.
Uh,
Been on the show for 2 years. I didn't get any free pins.
you gotten free everything.
Not a shirt.
You gotten free real estate in my mind.
Free publicity.
Publicity.
Stephanie Gorin's retiring. Okay, I hate to say
Thank God.
it. Stephanie Gorin is
Canceled.
no
90 years old.
yeah. Cumberland 12 is reopening tomorrow. I didn't know that.
Hey, let's all go see a movie.
I don't want to
Celebrate
see a movie.
the great the victory of
COVID.
president.
I love that a local business is finding a way to survive in these difficult times
You mean by
How many
with all this stuff going on.
You mean
How
by
many
just-
cars are they going to be able to fit in there, though?
Well, they took all the seats out.
Yeah,
Of
but
the
it
cars.
still seems like you could only fit a few, like a dozen or two.
Anytime I've gone to the theater, with very minor exceptions, I have felt completely ripped off. I felt like did I just pay that much money to see this thing that was, I don't know, a solid 6 out of 10. That's how it's like. And most of the movies that I'm like, holy shit, that's an amazing movie. They get a very limited theatrical release.
Yeah,
usually.
what was the last
2
thing you were
days.
excited to see?
The last thing I was excited to see was. What do you mean?
Like you were
ever?
looking forward to seeing this in theaters, and you went.
And I went.
And you went.
NWA movie.
Oh, okay.
Straight out. Was it called Straight Outta Compton?
I think so.
Yes.
And what would you give that out of 10?
7.9.
Okay. That was a couple years ago.
Yeah, and that was I went out of that going, and I went with a buddy. I went with my buddy Kyle, not Kyle from My Beloved Sip, a different Kyle.
Kyle
and
Jersey?
we no,
Scarab Kyle?
I wouldn't say Kyle is my buddy. I'd say Kyle is a associate and friend, but I wouldn't say we've hung out enough to be buddies. You know, I think to be buddies, you gotta be able to have had a couple beers together, and
We're all buddies here, right?
we're all buddies right now.
I'd say so. You're all my
but
buddies.
I went to go see the NWA
It's a room
movie,
of buddies.
and we both left saying, "Hey, surprisingly good." Although they sure were selective with the stuff they did and didn't show.
Dude, I can't. I was talking to I think Steph about this the other day. I can't remember. I was talking to Steph Gorin shortly after before she announced her retirement.
You convinced her to retire, didn't you?
I finally got. I broke through.
You're like, we're shit talking on that show every week.
I can't recall the last movie I saw in the theater. I do not.
I don't know if
remember
I can either.
I saw the Blair Witch reboot.
Oh, was it very
I
bad?
wouldn't say reboot. It was a sequel, actually.
That was the last
Horrible. Horrible. Hated it. And Bruce is getting
swallow this
so
one.
loud suddenly. Longtime anchor and reporter, longtime landlubber, Stephanie Gorin has announced her plan to retire from NBC5/WPTZ on December 11th. Hey, that's my sister Audrey. That's her birthday.
Happy birthday.
I believe.
I'm retiring, SpongeBob.
Gorin, who is a Boston native. I wonder if she likes Boston hardcore. I wonder if she's into FSU.
Steph says the last movie that we
Is
saw
that
was
porn where everyone
Infinity
drinks
War.
iced coffee?
Wow, what do you think of all the Marvel movies? Do you love the MCU?
Well, Matt, I'm glad you asked. I saw my first.
And how many
Marvel
Funko Pops do you have?
Well, Matt, I'm glad you asked. We did see Infinity War in the movie, and that was a good experience. I cried.
I thought it was Infinity Ward.
No.
I thought it was like a hospital the superheroes went to.
Yeah, they all get really sick, and they're there forever.
I thought the movie was Thanos made everyone really sick, and they all had to go into the Infinity Ward.
forever. It's really long.
Am I wrong? That's how it happens in the comic books.
It sounds right to me. It makes sense.
I don't know why I didn't like how you said that. Yeah.
Stephanie Gorin, who's from Boston, has been a familiar face on television in Vermont, Northern New York, and New Hampshire for nearly 2 decades. For more than 2 decades, even. logging a combined 26 years at WPTZ.
Combined.
This is all coming from a press release, just so you know. She didn't talk directly to anyone. She arrived in 1992. She was a morning anchor. Who fucking cares?
I think I've seen her on the news my entire life.
Yeah, I would
So
agree.
what's going on with Steph?
She's retiring.
Just packing it in.
Didn't she?
She's mentored countless journalists who have come through our doors and provided much needed context to stories.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you mentioned that
Can
earlier.
I argue something?
So long.
That people who work for like television news are almost never actually journalists.
They just present.
I
right?
think presenting news is not the same as, you know, what
Doing the
stories
work.
are you breaking? What and not just like in a way where it's like journalists of note. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I think anyone can be a journalism student, or
I think anybody could be anybody with like some drama skills can be an anchor. Like I feel like it's a really fucking easy job.
yeah. I struggle to call people who deliver softball pieces, or people who, especially people who work for corporately owned like news places where they often get their stories handed down to them from a higher source.
Yeah.
You know, you see those compilations on TV where there's like, or those compilations on the internet where it's like 50 news anchors all saying the same lines.
Exact shit.
Yeah, those people aren't journalists. They're entertainment figures.
Yeah,
you know.
When and where was that formula created? That voice.
Yeah.
Hey, John, back to you, John.
This
Yeah.
fucking
You know,
guy
like,
gets it.
when-
I do this all the time.
When
You
did
guys
that?
don't get it.
Where did that come from? Like,
It's the
when was that-
newscaster
Do you
voice.
think he does that all the time?
When do you ever do that?
I brought this up so many times. I'm always like, I hate that stupid fucking fake ass
So
voice
many
that
times.
anchors always use.
I can't think
That
of
must be the one.
I can't think of a single time you brought that
Yeah.
up.
Jamie, pull up the clip.
I don't believe. I mean, I don't.
Jamie, the clip.
Jamie clip. But fucking yeah.
I'm
I
sure
hate
you
that.
feel this way. I can't think of a single time you've ever mentioned this.
I say it a lot.
You say all the time.
I talk about how
It's
I
your
hate-
main thing. If someone says
my main
Andrew,
thing.
he always talks about how the news have this fake voice.
Yeah.
There is
like,
a strange voice there.
is tonight at 5, is the Nintendo Switch causing irritable bowel syndrome
Yeah.
in children?
Back to you, John.
Back to you, Joe.
It's just a voice people are presenting in.
What?
The idea is usually to have a voice that is, you know,
Horrible.
neutral.
There's
You don't want to.
There's a certain inflection though.
Yeah.
There's a certain inflection, yeah, but it's also
Theatrics.
you know
There's
you're
a drama to it.
you have to be able
Like you were
to you have to be able to enunciate in a way that is you know, you have to kind of, in a lot of ways, a lot of those people are trying to shed their dialect.
Their humanity.
Well, but you know what I'll say is they do it in other languages too,
Yeah.
which is but even what this like cadence of like blah 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 blah.
I just think it comes with trying to
very
read
racist,
a
Austin.
script and get it
Yeah, I
done
know.
very
Like in
quickly and
Swedish
your
people, I'm
time.
sorry.
I think there's a certain pace you have to keep because the show the segments are timed down to the very second. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I think there's a certain tempo to it that you have to keep.
Sorry, I was laughing at Austin's.
It's not like our
horrible
show, which can
racism.
run for 90 minutes or 120 minutes, depending on how drunk I get.
He's a Swedish.
The Swedish Muppet. You know, he's not Swedish in every version of the Muppets.
Is he not?
No, in other
Strip that.
in other countries they give him a different
Oh, he's just-
nationality because other other ones are funny to other people. We
Yeah.
think Swedish is funny, but they make him like German in Sweden.
Do you guys remember when
God bless Jim Henson.
when Stephanie Gorin's husband got now isn't Stephanie Gorin married to Sheriff David Favreau?
No, not David Favreau.
I think so.
No, Rassico.
Oh, disgraced former police chief Rassico?
Yeah, what's his first name? Desi.
Desi.
Yeah.
Desmond.
Desmond.
Kind of like Amazing Desmond. The 14-year-old male prostitute.
I'm gonna
Oh,
challenge you
God.
to a duel.
I thought you were
We're
talking
invoking that
I thought you were talking about super
little
humming.
demon.
I'm sorry, male prostitute is over the line. I think you can dance in your underwear on a table around a bunch of horny people and it doesn't make you a prostitute, even if you are a child.
Even if you are 11 years old.
I hope
Yes.
you dance, Matt.
Desmond the Amazing, right?
Yes.
Milky Lactitia.
Oh yes, I think his drag name is Lactatia.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, he's known for
Big milky nips.
driving
jockey
drunkily.
milky.
Yeah, so he got pulled over for drunk driving, and then there was a thing where the officer who made the arrest was at the scene of something, and Stephanie Gorin
He was at the scene of another crime.
and Stephanie Gorin got there and like was crossing the police line and was like getting in the guy's face and yelling at him and stuff.
Yeah, real normal.
It seemed like an extreme abuse of power, and I have heard from
External sources.
people who work in retail. Now, for more people than I think I've even discussed with you, actually, have come to me with stories about encountering Stephanie Gorin in public
And having extremely negative experiences.
where she really does kind of have what people perceive as an extreme sense of entitlement and a bad attitude to go along with it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either, but is that what happens? Is when you this is why I'm quitting the show at the end of the year, is because I don't want to get a bigger head than I already have and start being more of a dick than I already am.
Well, if that's the case, Matthew.
I think they described her as a supreme cunt.
No.
Who said that?
She's, my mom said
sources?
my mom went to school with her.
Really?
Know? Yeah. She said she was
Juicy.
She was,
A supreme cunt.
she said she got along well. There was a name that was, I forget.
Perhaps they were
There was a name they used to give her.
Was it Big Milky like
Was it
Tisha?
Chesty LaRue?
Stephanie Boren.
Maybe you'll remember someday.
Stephanie said it's been a fulfilling career that she wouldn't trade for anything. I thank all of you for letting me into your living rooms night after night. However, 30 years is a nice round number and a good time for an early retirement from the anchor desk.
It is a nice round.
Without
number.
doubt, I will miss it, but I look forward to exciting new adventures and spending more time with my girls before they have to college. What do you want to bet she starts her own news podcast?
That's a good wager.
No.
I don't think she will though.
Terrible though.
I wouldn't put a lot.
You
of
have, you have the nickname?
No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna say it because I feel like that poor lady was bullied in a way.
I feel like she may have been
The way
bullied.
my mom makes the story out to go.
It sounds like she may have been bullied, and it seems like she kind of like maybe took that energy and said, "You know what?
Became a monster.
I'm gonna crush the world."
Yeah.
She was empowered.
I'm gonna perpetuate this. What?
I'm gonna make minimum wage workers feel like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe as a retirement party, we could release some of the, or leak out into the world some things.
Make some balloons that say her high school nickname.
Yes.
Let them fly.
Oh.
Jesus, how crushing would that be?
God.
Well,
It'd be like that movie Carrie.
Farewell. With all the blood. She's gonna
And
shoot
she
blood.
just like kills us all.
I think she should before she further falls from grace.
She should what? Start a news podcast?
Retire. Yes. Start a news
She can
podcast.
fall further from grace after she retires. It was after Desi Rasco retired that he fell further from grace.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah.
She'll forever be in the public's eye.
She'll forever be in the annals of history.
Maybe people might forget in like 5 years. If you're not on the TV all the time,
Yeah.
be like, oh, she was,
you're not on the
I think, a
TV.
newscaster once.
If you're not on TV, do you even exist, man?
I don't know. That's why we're here. We joke, therefore we are.
Hey, have we talked about how it's election night?
I was gonna say, is somebody president yet?
I gotta say, if anybody wins this presidential race, I'm moving. If anybody wins,
Anybody?
Whether it's
I'm gonna move my little butt to the left and to the right.
you're gonna dance the night away.
I'm gonna dance.
You're gonna drink.
I hope I dance.
I hope you do too. That
I was
makes
gonna
two of
say,
us in this room. Three.
Come on and slam.
Bruce, do you also hope he dances?
I'm gonna say, come on and
Okay.
slam,
All agreed.
and welcome to the jam.
Yeah.
I love when you dance.
That's
Matty.
what Trump's
Please
gonna.
don't go.
Matthew is a really
That was a great
fun
song.
dancer.
Trump's gonna come into that song. With
Trump's
penis.
gonna
do
come
his
to that
weird-
song.
He's gonna do his dance.
I love Trump's dance. I love his like.
He's got like herky jerky. It's always the same.
Wait, I've never seen this.
Oh, Trump.
He's been
Trump,
dancing to YMCA.
He's been dancing more. There's a video.
But it's not the YMCA. He's just
There's a
doing
video.
dance to it.
So Trump. This is probably.
Wow,
you
you
know,
gonna call him Drump, Matt? Wow, real
this is probably,
cool.
this is probably because of what I watch on YouTube. But even if I'm not signed in, it seems like Trump has been buying out the top ad space on
every fucking
YouTube.com.
thing. Yes, I see it every time. I hate it.
Have you seen the thing where it's like click here to watch the hit new song,
Just to dance?
and it's like a
Isn't there? Is it an ad of him dancing?
it's an ad of him dancing
Most
to
of
this
the
like
time.
to this like Mexican.
Yeah.
Kinda
yeah.
like-
There's like a Mexican song
Oh,
about
Matt,
voting for him,
it's-
right?
Yeah,
Despacito.
No, it's not.
I saw one that said Despacito.
Did you watch the video?
No, I didn't watch. The
Okay, then
video.
shut the fuck up.
If I click that shit, then I'll never.
That's not what I'm talking about. What you're talking about is probably them making fun of Joe Biden for playing Despacito. He was at a rally with a bunch of Hispanic voters, and he said
when he played
he said
Despacito?
I got one thing to say for you guys, and he put his phone up to the microphone and he played that song.
If you don't vote for me, you ain't Latino.
That's fucking disgusting. I hate this shit. Let's talk about it for a long time.
Anyway, what I was
So
trying to
you
say
ain't
is
Mexican, he said.
it's like some sort of like, you know, it feels like like poppy traditional Mexican folk pop,
Yeah.
you know, like commercial music.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, it's all in Spanish, but it's like, for the environment, for your family, for a good life, vote for Trump. And it's, I don't know, it's just like him dancing. And it's got like the lady in the red dress emoji like on the thumbnail, like with him.
Man, I'm looking at your
so
shirt. Looking at your Joe
ridiculous,
Camel
man.
shirt. He looks more like Anderson Cooper. He looks like a badass Anderson
Kinda
Cooper
does
more
look
so
like
than Joe
Anderson,
Biden.
Hey, I didn't draw it. Casey Bouchard of Trashbird Comics fame drew it. And if you got something to say about his depiction of Joe,
I've already said it, man.
that does
He looks-
not look like Anderson Cooper to me.
He looks like a badass Anderson Cooper.
Anderson Cooper is not that wrinkly.
I think he looks more like Joe than Anderson.
I think
can
Anderson-
see an Anderson in there, but I have to squint.
I think Anderson Cooper should be more wrinkly, but he keeps very good care of himself.
Hey, almost 16,000 Clinton County voters had already cast their ballots. Did anybody here do the early voting?
No.
No.
Nope.
I thought you did.
The early voting?
Yeah, I thought last week you were like, I gotta go vote.
Yeah.
I did have to go vote.
I did have to.
I did have to then, yes.
Did you put it off?
That was
Am I thinking of someone else?
yes. But I can continue on with this bit if that's what you're trying
No,
to
I
do.
really thought that you told me you did early voting.
Oh,
It's a
Christ,
bit.
no. No. I don't do that.
I never vote.
I've heard your thoughts on voting. You think it's a
I think you
big
should
waste
vote.
of time?
Spend your
You should vote.
hard-earned time voting because it matters.
Can we please roll the footage of all of us spreading our butt cheeks completely wide open to the camera with the word "vote" written inside our little anal rings?
Please.
It's a shame that only lasted
Yes.
3 seconds on Facebook.
I didn't think we
I
were
know.
going to actually show that.
We're gonna show it right now.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Roll that beautiful
No,
butt footage.
Roll it.
But we're in the wrong order, so it's Votoi.
Hi, it's me, Sarah Silverman. I got
Actually-
my big mommy milkers out for you.
I got my big Jewish tits right here. If you vote,
Now,
that's absolutely something she would say.
Who's this supposed
I
to
may
be?
have done blackface in the
Silverman?
past.
That is what she would
but,
say.
That's why I'm showing you my naked
But
body.
I'm showing you my. Listen, I'll
Don't-
give you 1/3 of an areola. That's all you get.
Don't
all right?
you dare sexualize me.
Don't sexualize. But also, I'm naked to get you to vote. I felt disrespected by that video.
Yeah.
The video where it's all the comedians, celebrities getting naked, saying "We're naked to remind you to vote."
Yeah.
It's like
Because of, like,
this
the-
is a fucking trash election.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. I'm not even talking about the people. People are so afraid of Trump that they're like, oh, I don't know. I guess I could get like completely butt naked and beg you to do it. Would that help? Can we get rid of Trump if
Right.
I get naked and get on my knees and beg you to vote against him?
I think it just sucks because all those things that are like,
I want to
And
put
it's
my
not even-
boot through their fucking teeth.
It wasn't even like to vote against him. It was to everyone's saying vote, but
They're
it's like
saying vote against
we know
Trump.
what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
they're all
But
anti-Trumpers.
I keep thinking like, what if everyone who like, what if 80% of the people who actually see you are Trump voters who were forgotten?
Any Trump vote supporters who saw that stupid fucking video,
Then they did it out of spite.
I'm sure it just made them mad.
Yeah.
I think like
I don't know.
I believe in the algorithm's power enough to
Yes, all hail the algorithm.
I feel like all hail.
I believe in the
I
algorithm.
feel like it's mostly powerful enough that it's gonna know who you're gonna vote for, and it'll only show you those. Aside from like those scenarios where you're seeing Trump on YouTube every day. Anyway,
Melissa says that sounds cringy AF. Melissa, did you see the video we're referring to?
This is the dancing one.
Oh, the dancing
that's
one.
an old
Oh, I
comment.
thought you
Yeah,
were
yeah.
talking about the nude one.
No.
The dancing one is cringy. Although I gotta say there is something very charming about Trump's little dance.
I like the ones where there's clips where he's just stone faced and he does it. It's almost like he knows it's going to be an ad later.
It's kind of like Hotline Bling if like an old person was trying to like do it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like Drake's
It's
very lazy
almost,
dance.
I dare say, maybe I daren't even say.
Okay.
It makes me think of when Sam Egan would fist bump at shows, and it was so herky jerky. He'd go,
Oh God.
and it's like foreign control of the body or something. It was just
God.
a very one of a kind kind of movement.
All right,
but
so nobody here
it
did
makes me
early
think of that.
voting.
I missed that movement, Austin.
I adored it. Don't get me wrong.
That was
According,
only
I
one
saw
of a
this
kind
really-
right there.
Yeah.
Sorry, Matt. I saw this really cool video of Jay and Silent Bob talking about how you should go vote.
I just feel like everybody
Really good, really funny.
everybody is so
just trying to be you.
on the vote train this year. I think it's really because they're terrified of Trump. I really think that's all it is. Because
Yeah.
I haven't seen any pro-Trump go vote stuff except for
That's a good point.
the stuff directly paid for by the Trump administration.
Yeah, no, I don't see any rednecks being like, go vote for Trump.
Did you guys see the Lady Gaga video where she's like,
Yeah,
she's
oh,
like
yeah.
in camo,
That was
and she
weird.
cracks a PBR, and she's in front of a big Ford truck, and she's like,
that was
she's
weird
like,
shit.
Hey, I'm from this place, and I think you should go vote.
What is she
Yeah.
making fun of that?
And she said for Biden too.
Yeah, she's making fun of poor white people that have a southern accent.
Yeah, it was weird.
As you should.
She's making fun of my white trash brethren.
Because it wasn't even that thick. It was just like, it was
No,
subtle.
it was really bad. It was really all this stuff
was
is making
weird.
me so fucking mad.
I think
Yeah.
that's
You
we
and me
got
both.
solid comment again from Eve Penis Shoon. I wouldn't say I'm terrified, just fucking annoyed, and I really agree. Every day, YouTube is my main media consumption, and like it's always the top ad is some like horrible clickbait garbage like Biden and his face is all it looks like one of our thumbnails from Hidden Machine.
I've watched all the videos. Trump's YouTube channel was posting like sometimes up to like 30 or more videos a day.
That's
Wow,
fucking
man.
insane.
Jesus.
Yeah,
What could the content be of all those things?
usually like just little clips of speeches and shit.
Well,
Look at my African American over there. Are you the greatest?
Hey, speaking of look at my whatever over there, he brought Little Pump up.
I don't know
Pump?
who that is.
Lil-
I don't actually
You know
really
who Lil
know
Pump
who that
is?
Does he have beads in his hairs?
Yes, but I'm not. But you might not. You could be thinking. Never mind. He's one of the big guys of the whole
I think I know.
cloud
I'm just trying
rap,
to picture him.
SoundCloud
Yeah.
wave. One of
He's
the
got a
few
few
living,
rappers in
living
his
members
corner.
of that generation.
Yes.
Is his
Who
music
didn't expire at 21 from an
Yeah.
overdose?
Or get
the one that
shot.
Sounds like
That too.
No, I wouldn't say so. It was
that's
just
a
very
cat.
funny. He goes. Do you guys know who this is?
he said that.
Yeah.
Trump said that.
He brought him up on the. He was at the rally. He's in the front. He goes, "Oh, Lil Pump's here. Come on up. You want to say something?" And Lil Pump's like, how's everybody doing? Thank you, Trump. And don't vote for Sleepy Joe ever."
Ever.
That's why you can tell he totally got caught off guard.
Wow.
It's just like, God.
But that's
Was he
another
just?
weird
Oh, sorry.
thing.
Was
Is
he
like,
just? He was just in the audience.
Yeah.
Oh no! And Trump's like, he just singled him out and had him come. That's
fucking-
That's
it's fucking
awful.
crazy. But 50 Cent did formally endorse him too.
Oh yeah.
And
He did that song with Easy. You're such a hoe, and I love it. Where they were like wearing the big like fucking shoulder pad.
Lil Wayne, right?
No, that was
Also, but I'm
that
saying I'm
was
talking
Weezy.
about his endorsements.
That was-
That's
that
his
was-
nickname, right?
That was Kanye. Are you talking where they had
Kanye and
the Lil Pump?
I believe so.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You said another name.
I said Yeezy.
That's
Yeezy and Weezy.
oh, is Yeezy Kanye?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm thinking of Wheezy.
Weezy's Lil Wayne.
Yeah. Fuck. All right. I'm a big idiot. But yeah, they
Well,
were.
it's
Don't
confusing.
challenge me on hip hop.
They were being Roblox.
I'll hip hop. I'll hip hop all over your ass.
Oh shit.
that ain't no shit.
Yeah, the Roblox video is sick.
yeah.
Everyone thought it's Minecraft. It's not Minecraft, you idiots.
So anyway, heading into the election, almost 16,000 Clinton County, and that's crazy. There's only 16,004 voters in Clinton County, which means I think everybody except us did it.
Oh no.
According to Clinton County Board of
There's still
Elections,
time.
Deputy Democratic Commissioner Brandy Lloyd, 8,584 people participated in early voting, and 7,265 absentee ballots had been returned as of Monday morning. An additional
That reminds me.
1,400.
I've got a
Every
whole
morning.
dump truck full of them. I gotta go deliver. Whoops.
An additional 1,400 absentee ballots had been sent out but had not come back yet. They must be returned to the Board of Elections no later than November 10th. So here are the absentee ballot stats for those contests. Yeah, for the mayor, which is the one I really care about, they sent out 2,651 ballots and 2,191 returned.
2,191 return ballots. I made it
damn it.
work.
That's pretty good.
You made it work.
Is that from Rent? What is
Yes,
that?
yes, it is.
They're really good musical Rent.
How do you count the votes in this place?
So,
Oh goodness.
So it's already too late. If you didn't vote,
You're screwed.
you can't now.
You're an enemy of the state.
Unless you can find Vern.
Goodbye.
Willoughby.
The only way you can vote is if you like go back in time to not now, and do
Or
it.
go forward 4 more years.
Oh,
that's
4
true.
more years. Austin, you saying 4 more years?
4 more years. Vote top cop.
We back the blue.
We do.
That's right. The blue
Looking at
and the white and the red.
Listen. Go and vote. Two senior citizens gave their voting memories.
Were their names Joe and Donald?
Merle Gilbert was 24 years old when she took to the polls for the first time. She cast her ballot for Harry S. Truman in 1948. The Democratic governor's win over Republican Thomas Dewey was one of the greatest upsets in U.S. history.
An upset, you say?
It was an upset. That's the one. That's the proper way to use it. Yes.
Okay. Use very proper.
It's got propriety.
Stop doing that.
Whipping it.
That's-
Whipping it real good.
Yes, I'm serious when I say stop doing that. You're going to knock over all my gear.
It'd be really funny if we just cut out
Yeah, my
for
mic
the
stopped
night.
working.
Everything just frozen.
They're basically talking to 2 people in a nursing home about like voting.
Was Joe Ferris there?
Was Joe Ferris there?
Yeah.
Yes, he was standing outside in the window and doing caricatures of all the people.
They're all very. rude.
Speaking of early
I don't
voting
care
and voting
about
in general,
this.
do we have an exact time on when we're supposed to have a rough idea of where
Yeah.
the election stands?
Yeah. When do we know who wins?
I mean, I know we've heard so much talk about
sounds like a
being
simple
weeks from
question.
now.
Let's talk more rock. I always say.
Naturally.
I don't think anyone wants to tell you. I think that the Republican side wants to say tonight, probably.
Well, what
I think the other side wants to say whenever it looks like we're
Right.
winning.
last
I
year,
haven't put
like
any.
last time when Trump won, it wasn't until the following day that they announced that they were able to
Right.
announce him.
Right.
And
Yeah.
he's saying now that if we don't get the results on election night, it's clear that it's rigged.
Yeah.
Why?
And
Well, it's a setup.
it's a setup, but it's insane. It's insane. This is another reason why I feel like I've got to just back out of all this stuff is the complete insanity. I've had both Democrats, and I think that I said this last week, but I've had both Democrats and Republicans say, well, if the other guy wins, that means it's rigged.
Yeah.
And it's like,
No one has any faith in the integrity
there
of
is
this election.
no faith in
And
the integrity
honestly,
of the
I
system.
think rightfully so.
And rightfully
still go
so.
vote. But still go vote.
Definitely.
But it comes with a certain degree of self-righteousness where you go, and the problem is the other guy.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, the whole thing is fucked.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't know. I think there's too many leaks.
So, as you were saying, are we supposed to know when we will be able to declare a winner? I think in the 2000 election, we never declared a winner. I think eventually Al Gore just had to concede.
Oh yeah, they did the recount after recount.
Yeah, they did several recounts.
What does a concede mean?
He gave up. He
Surrendered.
Yeah, he surrendered.
I like
He surrendered
that
to George Bush.
Okay.
Why?
Because there was some sort of issue going on in Florida.
There was issues in Florida with the vote count,
Yeah.
and they didn't. They felt there was
Al Gore-
issues with the
didn't
voting
he-
machines.
He kept
and
demanding the
ballots.
recount, right? Gore
I
did.
demand a recount.
Well,
sounds like.
There was
I think that's
demands.
the
There was
joke we heard
demands
a
on
million
both sides, and
times as
also
kids, yes.
people close to the Bush campaign were
Close to the Bush.
calling the shots in the questionable district.
Florida.
Yeah,
Broward County.
yeah.
So because one
Strange
state
Broward County.
couldn't resolve itself, he was like,
It was a lot more than it was. Basically, that was a situation where there was proof of fraud, and it was a fucked up situation. All I'm saying is, I feel like you got to just do your own show now. Do you remember? Do you remember what you were asking me?
I remember. What I was
because
asking.
one state.
And I was saying it was a lot more complicated than that, but in a sense. But you were saying when will we know? It's not uncommon for us to not know for days at a time. But the thing is, it's really crazy that so many people are. There was a New Yorker article, I believe, where it was like what you can do if Trump, tries to pull a coup.
Yeah.
And it's like people are getting their little butts prepped for like the meltdown of our society because of this fucking election. And the thing that bothers me the most is when I talk to people who have been, I think of somebody who's lived in like Venezuela or something, or
right, where there's a lot of political strife, and no stability, and a lot of authoritarian, and how Americans under these last 4 years of Trump think they have it like as bad as those places, and it's like not to say things haven't been kind of fucked. All right, I get it, right. I get the dissatisfaction, but to compare yourself to a nation that's that far away, like you don't understand how much further down we could fall. We can
fall so much further down.
We really do have it pretty damn good.
We have
even
it
though
pretty
it's not
damn
as great
good.
as you're used to.
I feel like a lot of people freak out too because they're a little scared to see it go that way, and
they are.
I think that's
they
it.
take
Is you can
wild,
feel it slipping that way.
Yeah, and that's an interesting thing, and I mean I wish I could go back in history and wonder how many people were going wild throughout the days, going back in time, and they had something to say, but it was just
were they ignored, and that's what let things get so bad.
No, I mean not that anything's being ignored.
It's hard to say. I just I guess I just I'm a little worked up.
But that being said, I know exactly where you're coming from. Your point.
I don't like that everybody's just going, it's their fault.
Yeah.
When I think the blame is kind of on a little bit of everybody.
It's on all fucking sides, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Useless.
Even a lot of these big issues we have under Trump were issues that a lot of you fuckers were not paying attention to under Obama because everything was so chill because of our really great first black president.
Sinking hoops all day.
Yeah.
Seen that viral video recently?
Yes. Just throwing racism.
They're trying to make people vote for Joe Biden because Barack Obama sank a basket recently. You didn't see the video? That's sweeping the nation.
I don't watch this bullshit.
Well, stop jumping to conclusions about.
It's not a conclusion. I just know you're a racist guy.
Yeah, but I don't want you to tell the whole city.
Tell them all.
You're the one that's saying it in the mic. You said you got back from your Proud Boys concert.
Yeah, that's where I got this cool flag.
Oh, that's real nice.
They call it Old Glory.
What? So there's a video of Obama sinking a basket with Biden?
Yeah. I don't know if he's with Biden even. I just saw it going around.
Well, what is that to do with Biden?
I can't remember. I just saw that. I saw that it was like Obama sinking a basket.
He sank like a 3-pointer, and then he's like, "That's what I do," and he left the court. And like it was like a feel good thing this past couple of days.
It's supposed to make you feel good about the Biden team, Biden, riding with Biden.
Yeah, and Biden's coming up the court, shoots him an alley-oop, and
yeah.
It's just it just bugs me out because I think I'm able to better articulate what I'm trying to say is that if you were someone who's been paying attention, especially for the last like 25 years, we'll say, even the last 20 years, even just if you started at George Bush, because like people were kind of like, holy shit, George Bush is going to be president, that could be really bad. Like people were, there was a section of the population who felt about George Bush as most of the population now feels about Trump. There was that like fear of, holy shit, like George Bush should not be our president. This could be really bad for us. Yeah. And a lot of things went down that were really, really bad. The Iraq war, like we still have troops over there and we still have presence over there. I know Trump has brought a lot of troops home, and think about how many people who were in that war that are now dealing with severe mental and physical health issues. Or think about people who didn't come back from that war.
Yeah.
That war was a fraudulent war.
And it continued for a long time.
It continued for a very long time. They lied about them having weapons of mass destruction.
You know what's very darkly funny is where I live now in Saranac Lake, there's a monument, there's a war memoriam, and you go to this monument and you see, there's the name of the war in American history, and there's a year span, 1776 to whatever. I don't know my history that well, but it goes all the way down the list, all the way through Gulf War. There's Korean War, blah blah blah, and then it goes to Iraq War, and it starts in like 2003, and it doesn't have an end date. The rest do, because it just has the first year, and then that's where it stops. The whole monument.
Him and his presidency were instrumental in creating the perpetual war economy that we're still under, and probably will be under for a very long time.
Is it 2003?
I think that's when it started officially.
I thought it was right after the towers went down.
No, that's when it started to brew.
Oh, okay. I thought after that he was like, my fellow Americans.
We had to do the work of convincing everyone that they did that, and that.
But he went over. He basically made an executive declaration of we're going to war now.
Yeah, there's no congressional approval.
Yeah, which is like you're worried about Trump like making all sorts of executive whatever. It's like we've already had in recent history a president who put it upon himself to say we're going to war, and that actually sent people out to die. And again, it was a fraudulent war.
Matt, though,
they lied about the actual risks.
Did you see Bradley Cooper in American Sniper? Pretty good movie.
Pretty good movie.
Did you see that? I haven't seen it.
I would not watch that.
Okay,
that's disgusting. I would rather watch 10 hours straight of Brazilian fart porn than watch American Sniper.
I could send you that link.
Did you actually watch American Sniper?
I haven't seen that film. Oh, I would watch it.
Have you, Bruce?
Bradley Cooper?
No, I haven't.
No, none of us have.
I haven't seen it.
I've watched a lot of war movies, but I haven't seen that.
I heard
one.
a lot of stuff about the guy that
the American Sniper.
Yeah,
but that's a propaganda piece.
Eponymous character.
That's what they say.
Matt, it's a realistic telling of war.
All good war stories.
All of the bad guys that the American Sniper killed actually had horns and red eyes in real life.
All I'm trying to say is, to wrap this up, to wrap up my very long-winded point, is that I think I get worked up because I see people freaking out about Trump, but the things that people are scared of with Trump
are not necessarily new.
They're not necessarily new, and it's exhausting when, people are like screaming in the streets and rioting and freaking out and losing friends and shunning family members and basically destroying like the fabric of their society around them. Like they're willing to actually put such barriers up socially and emotionally to like, people really freak the fuck out. If I went out and started saying I was pro-Trump, like I would lose friends.
Yeah. He's come
and
to
I have friends who are
thing.
pro-Trump that have lost a lot of friends, and I have people close to me that like, people. I hear people shit talk other people for being pro-Trump, and it's like, it's really insane that people are willing to go this hard when it's like I feel like what happened was the internet basically made people not be able to ignore these issues anymore, and then they were just like, holy shit, everything was great and now it's horrible, I gotta freak out and I'm gonna kill you if you don't agree with me.
It all became very personal.
It became very personal very quickly, which is, it just sucks because there's no greater perspective on how deeply rooted some of these issues are, not in Trump but in our entire political system, and how systemic a lot of this stuff is, and how far back it goes, and how it's not about Democrats or Republicans in the large run. And if you look at what Democrats have actually accomplished for us, Jesus Christ, even not wanting to do a deal, like a stimulus deal with Trump because Pelosi thinks it'll make her look weak, and people don't want to compromise because you can't compromise with a Nazi.
Wait, Matt,
it'll make you a Nazi, know?
Matt, are you saying you're pro-Trump, dude?
I love Trump.
Saying you're pro-Trump?
Dude, I don't think we can be friends.
And
to say that, like, I just hear like people say like, oh, like, that they think all these people are Nazis and stuff. It's like, you guys are fucking idiots.
Right. Well, you can't even
go look at some footage of a concentration camp and tell me that's what's going on.
Right.
You fucking moron.
Well, maybe they would.
If I could agree with you,
that's not bad
on a level. I feel like a lot of people come into it with so much. I guess it's a balance of fear and then pop sensationalism. I really don't know what else to call it. Yeah. I think there are some people that have a genuine fear, and I'm one of them. I really don't know what to think half the time. I have some valid points that I care about my day-to-day life, that I want to see some good things for the world. That being said, I see these two people running, and they both scare me.
Yeah.
Are you afraid also to have a conversation with people about it? That's what it seems like. You can't even.
I am.
Like you mentioned something that stuck out to me.
I've said it in a way before that I do have a fear.
Like I don't think people are willing to.
I personally could have that fear. I think many people would.
Yeah. Like I don't think it's even possible to have conversations the way we used to, you know. Like you can't even, like I would say you can't even give him credit for anything.
No,
you
that's
mentioned
really
earlier
insane.
he took troops back from the Middle East.
Yeah.
And I remember like the left rooting for basically the Afghanistan and Iraq war.
Yeah.
When he was going to take troops out, which was like what Obama ran on.
Yeah. It's to the point now where, I mean, recently Glenn Greenwald, who is a great journalist, has broken a lot of big stories. He founded this, organization called The Intercept. He put out an article that was critical of Biden, and there was nothing, non-factual in it, but the editors of The Intercept wouldn't let him put it out because they felt that basically it was irresponsible to, at this point, crucial, a couple days before the election, to put out something that could paint Biden in a bad light. And it's like the left has praised Greenwald for all these things about, Snowden and all this stuff going back into the Bush years, even being this great investigative journalist. And then when he says something, it's the point now where what's more important, making Trump look bad at every turn and making Biden look good at every turn, or having journalistic integrity?
Right.
It's like,
and being about actual issues.
Yeah. It's like, no, it's not about integrity. It's about this story. It's there is integrity to it, but it could hurt Biden, so we can't put it out. Like that's what's happening now, whereas people are so scared that they're willing to put all their values and ethics and stronger, what should be some core tenets of your guiding principles. They're willing to put those aside
all
because because they just want to get the other guy out of office.
Yeah, because they're like funneling every.
It's happening on both sides. I'm not trying to say it's only the
everyone's
Dems.
funneling their because we have so much to worry about and be frustrated with right now. We have to funnel a blame somewhere, or else we're gonna lose our minds. So it has to be the other big guy.
But the blame is on all of us to a degree.
That's it,
and
Maddie.
it becomes like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah,
it's just a
evolution.
sad time. It's very fucked. So anyway,
I like Thomas's.
Bush is okay now because he danced with Ellen, and in 8 more years,
friends.
when Trump and Ellen dance together on TV, we're all
Well,
he's gonna do his dance, and then they're gonna be fine.
I mean,
you can
dance is a whole other thing. Like,
but true.
George Bush has a style of dance. God knows what.
And he does it with Michelle Obama,
I haven't
too.
seen Trump dance yet. I have never seen these videos.
It made me laugh all day.
It'd probably make me cry and
It's
kill
ridiculous.
myself.
Tom in the comments here says they said we should treat the Hunter Biden story as foreign propaganda, quote, even if it's not. And that's the thing. That's what we're spiraling toward, is such a fear-based way of running in society that we are going to put all values and ethics aside to just have our guy in place. And the thing is, if you're so afraid of Trump and what he represents because you think he has a lack of morals and ethics and a lack of decency, but you lose all your morals, ethics, and decency to get rid of him, what does that bring for us?
That sounds like we don't have any left anywhere.
So I don't know.
I don't think there's a way to remedy that. I think
it's going to be a slow decline.
We just
What do you
become
mean?
savages,
What do you mean by that?
Killing each other.
I think that's human condition. It's always going to be, I'm scared of the other team bad, my team good. I'll do anything to make other team not win.
I think you're right. Unfortunately,
We've had a lot of bipartisanship in the past, though. It is not impossible. I feel like the division is like hyper.
Do you think it could be? Would be my rebuttal. Would be like, was there just hidden violence and stuff back then when there was bipartisanship, rather than
It's quite possible.
open conflict?
I think that it wasn't as bad on our level, where it's like, I don't think that the sort of like, how should I put it? I never saw anyone calling George Bush supporters Nazis.
Really?
I don't remember that. I don't remember a bunch of images of George Bush,
Austin, do you remember?
done up as Hitler.
I thought that they did. I thought that was not that uncommon.
I don't.
I know. I was like 9 years old, so whatever. But
I remember they said he looked like a monkey,
People said he did look like a monkey because of his big ears.
little chimp.
I remember at the time some really serious people that were against George Bush. I can imagine them saying that, but I personally never heard.
It wasn't the kind of thing where every single person was a hardcore.
It was a fringe.
Everyone is so far this way or that way right now. I shouldn't say everybody, but it seems like the majority of people are.
It's
and if they're not, the majority of like media they consume and the majority of voices out there are extremist. On either side.
Right.
So I don't know. I mean, I think that division's always been there, but it just seems like it's so heightened and so widespread now, where it's. I don't like it at all. But hey, it is election night 2020.
Hey,
you're buckled in though, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm ready.
Yeah, you're buckled in a way. I wish I could tap into that spirit you have. There's something there, and maybe it is just pure lost wild anarchy. I want in.
just know that.
No.
Hey, these are the cards we're dealt.
Yeah, of course.
Can't change it.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, you
make a funny podcast.
I think that we have so little say and effect in that entire thing that you guys seem to all collectively understand. That like my position is like, I could be the cuck that worries about that much, while also knowing that there's nothing you can do, or I could just fucking, I don't know, paint stuff.
It's good to worry about things as much as you do if you do worry about it. There's a balance of combining those wild emotions, turning them into passions.
That's what I'd rather do.
But you can use that as passion to fuel you instead of letting your ignorance fuel you.
Yes.
I'm dumb and angry. Oh.
You certainly are, sir.
So
just recently,
at 8:55 p.m. What's that? No.
I just recently discovered I have a catapult.
At 8:55 p.m. there's going to be a local vote tallying thing. I saw the Chris Rosenquist for mayor Facebook page is hosting.
So we'll know our local winners soon?
We should get some local results rolling in. I think they're going to start tallying the votes around 9 o'clock.
What time is it now?
It's 8:29.
Oh shit.
So
the Scott Beebe videos and promos they look beautiful. They're very well shot.
Yeah, I wonder who shot those. They look really good.
Yeah. Was
the way you said that made it sound like it was you.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it did.
It was one of the few pieces of local media that I said, hey, that's pretty good.
There's some like slow-mo shots, the camera.
The one thing that bothers me though is there was some autofocus stuff that I always think.
Notice that.
I think, guys, stop using autofocus shots. They look bad. Focus your camera. You got autofocus if it's going in and out. Don't use that shot where it's going in and out. Don't do that.
Just don't do it, guys.
Look bad.
Look bad.
All right. So I feel like I got my rant out. So it's good that people are becoming more aware. It's just that, with your awareness, maybe think for a little bit about the longevity of this. If you're at odds with everyone who disagrees with you because you believe that those people are actually going to bring about the demise of everything you know and love, that's probably not going to happen. But also, if you want to actually accomplish any change, you are going to have to compromise sometimes. Having everything be so warring and so binary and so us versus them, that's not how anything will get done for anyone. It's just impossible. Unless you win. Unless what we really want is some sort of, I don't know, modern fascism, like techno-fascism. As long
as it's my side. As long as it's my side.
It doesn't work that way because even
But I'll force everyone to do what I want them to do.
Steel industry like he said he would.
4 more years, man.
And 4 more years. If Trump brings steel back to Bethlehem.
That's right. We got our guy in Bethlehem.
Who's that?
We got
Justin?
Vince Guaraldi.
Oh.
No, it's Justin. What's the other guy's name?
I don't fucking know.
No, but we know Justin. I'm talking about the Adult Swim guy.
Oh,
Mike Lazo?
No, he's... Never mind.
Eric Andre?
Justin's our steel worker.
Vic Berger?
That's the guy. Yeah, you got it. Doesn't he live there?
I don't know.
I think he does.
Tom goes to
I think he does.
Anything else you guys want to say? Also, yeah, where's the fucking vaccine, Trump?
Yeah, where's my Dityl Timaxidine?
but I don't care.
Yeah.
Real quick, who's gonna get the vaccine when it comes out?
Ooh, not me.
Did anybody see the trip? The trip. It was a trip. Did anybody see the clip?
Trip, the movie with Steve Coogan.
Did everyone see the clip of Bill Gates on TV talking about the vaccine and how they said like almost everyone who took it got very sick, and they're like, isn't that not normal? Doesn't that mean we shouldn't put the vaccine out yet? And like, it needs a lot more work. And he's like, and doesn't real. And then she like basically rounds again and goes like, yeah, but that like looked really bad, right? Like that is not normal, right? He's like, well, you know, not everyone got, no one died, and
Yeah, I didn't see that.
It's bad. It's very bad. So who's getting the vaccine? Operation Warp Speed. You're getting it?
My hands up.
Andrew's gonna be the
guinea.
You'll prove it, yeah. You're young and strong.
I'll be fine.
You're a hero.
That's right.
Thank you. That's what I'll say.
We're gonna paint a mural of you in a spacesuit.
Do you think the risks of the vaccine are outweigh the fact that you live in an area that has such low cases?
Yes. No.
Oh.
No?
No, I don't know anything about a fucking vaccine.
Just fucking shoot me up, bro.
I don't know. Just put it in me.
Normally, vaccines take like a decade or more
to be safe and proven.
R&R or R&D.
Yes, of R&D.
You got to age it in oak
but
barrels.
they're using Operation Warp Speed to rush a vaccine, and all the companies that are involved in it are all companies that have a lot of like recalls and lawsuits against them for putting out unsafe pharmaceuticals.
Unless shit got real heavy in our area, I don't think I would at this point. Maybe once like in like 10 years when it is like quote unquote viable.
Yeah, and are you guys ready for it to be for Trump to be president forever and for coronavirus to never go away?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm ready for that future. If that's what happens, I'm ready.
You're preparing mentally for that?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good.
If that's what happens, I am ready.
You should. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm not saying it's what I want to happen.
You could be a leader, you know.
But here's
you
the thing.
need to be aware that could happen.
There are many countries where the leader actually just chooses not to leave.
Yeah.
and that does happen. There are countries where there's war and famine forever. If that's what, people don't
obviously.
People don't just shut off.
It's worse if that takes you by surprise.
Yeah. All right.
My leg's cramping.
Anything else you guys want to say?
I just said it. My leg's cramping.
Well, thank you.
That's not interesting.
Thank you, Bruce, for being here. I loved having you here.
Thank you. Thank you for
You're a great
having me on the
guest. You might have
program.
been maybe the best one ever.
That's very kind. I just really enjoyed your company. I've watched a few episodes myself and enjoyed every single moment. I laugh really hard.
That's really sweet. I love to hear that people laugh.
I do.
Can you?
You're my favorite.
Thank you. Can
No,
you
really.
mimic how you laugh really hard? What do you sound like?
I can see that now. He said that before,
I don't know
and
if I can do
tonight
that.
I saw it.
I don't know, that was one.
Yeah, 1 out of 10.
Grunt out of me.
Okay.
Wait.
Thank you.
Baby, go boom.
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom,
All right.
boom.
Hey, go vote.